And so for number 6, we've got the cost C in dollars for manufacturing X radios at Jim's Stereo World is given by that function. It's got some crazy numbers in it. And what is the minimum cost for producing or manufacturing radios? Do not round your answer. And so again, we need to understand that if we're looking for a maximum or minimum, that it will have a minimum if the function opens up, which is a positive leading term. You will have a maximum, which would be the top of that hump, if it's a negative leading term. And so in this case, we do have a positive leading term. Our leading term is that positive 0.4x squared right there. And so since it's positive, we will have a leading term. We will have a minimum. I'm trying to get my pen to work here. And the way to find that minimum is going to be to find the vertex. And so as we've done in the past, negative b over 2a. And so our b value is negative 208. So we've got negative 208 over 2 times 0.4. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to use a calculator to do this. And so 208 divided by 0.8, I don't feel like doing that math in my head or by hand. And so I used a calculator and I did get 260, which is our x value. Now I have gone ahead and graphed this like I did the other ones in GeoGebra. And we can see that the minimum, it looks like it happens right there. If we follow that down to the graph, that is an x value of 260. So 260 is reasonable. And if we think about what is the minimum cost, the minimum cost is going to be just over $5,000. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be. If I click here on GeoGebra, it will probably tell me. Not something that would be super helpful for what we're trying to do, but recognize we should get an answer that's just over $5,000. And so to get the minimum value, we take our x value and just put it back into our original equation. And so we've got cost is equal to 0.4 x squared minus 208x plus 32199. And so the cost, and the correct way mathematically to do this, the cost of 260 units, you could just put y on the left there if you wanted to do that instead. And so that c of x being 260, just remember that's the same thing as y equals. It's just a fancy different way of writing it. Maybe we call it function notation, but don't get tripped up by the c of 260 there. That's just, I could put y there and it would be the exact same thing. So 0.4 times 260 squared minus 208 times 260 plus 32199. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, I'm not going to choose to do this by hand or anything. I'm just going to throw it into a calculator. And so by throwing this into a calculator, I've got the cost of 260 radios is equal to $5,159. So if we were to call this a ordered pair, it would be 260 radios at $5,159 is the lowest cost that this company can possibly have. And so to answer this, minimum cost is $5,159. And it doesn't ask this, but the way to get to that minimum cost is to produce and sell, hopefully sell anyway, 260 radios. That's it for number 6, and that's it for this beast of a homework assignment. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have an awesome day.